As in previous seasons, Virtus Pro have returned to the International as major champion winners of the regular season, although it hasn't been the best of regular season for them. It's not the domination that they saw in 2018, but rather PSG LGD to the arena, and the chants have already begun. If Virtus Pro had a pretty average season, PSG LGD had a terrible regular season comparison. No majors to their name, didn't look all good all the way through, have struggled in plenty of those tournaments as well, but they've come here.
So he's just going to look to pull some creep waves, get chased out by X-Nova quite a bit here, as this Ogre who's just going to punch him. But full free farm, importantly for Ame. That's the one we're looking at. The Sven is getting no pressure on him whatsoever.
Oh, bit of a lift back onto Solo, dragging him into the creep wave. He'll set up for first blood. Solo stepping a little too far forward. He can start to walk Solo over, but FY.
He's got a TP available.
Yeah, he can. I mean, he's taking
he's
taking way too much damage. He's going to head up to the tower, but Solo, he's going to be around for the XP on that one.
Play here from both sides.
We'll see who's able to start the fight first as Ame. Getting close to no one. No one starts to poke. Right, we'll get the wrap round. They've been blocked up. Kept on the high ground. There's the ult from Pasha. They're ready to run them down. They're straight away on top of the gyrocopter. Somnus, he's in trouble. They've taken him out. The rest of LGD will be able to get away. But again, Roger blocking off the entire team with that Fisher. They're even going to be able to look to chase Ame a little bit.
Brule's going to be back up in about 5 seconds. Pasha does have a TP. He's setting up immediately. Yeah, defends of the mid tower.
And again, Roger. He keeps blocking LGD off. They keep coming over to VP's half of the map and they can't get back to their own. X-Nova's trapped. Roger himself, can he get away though with the telekinesis from FY, dragging him back into the missile combo. Stuns out Roger, he's still alive. LGD cannot get the trade kill as Ame tries to move forward, but all the damage over time is a pretty sizable heal bomb. Flipping Ramsey's looking for Ame. Ame's dead. Double confronted Chalice. It's a 5-man ravage, but is there the follow-up? Sticks a pop. VP, they're back up to full. They'll collapse immediately onto Somnus. They'll get themselves another Chalice. Will be able to escape.
I'm just starting to prep that, because I know what we're going to get to in this point, as we see that Dota Plus win probability already highly favoring VP. But LGD, they've got their timing now. They've got the blink on Chalice.
They do.
Are they going to be able to find anything?
But at the same time, there's also the potential of the global science. They'll find Solos. There won't be a global. Or maybe there will. He's actually still alive because of the fact that Roger's able to throw himself in. Global's out. Roger keeping Solo safe. The heals are there. Chalice will now pop the Ravage. It's a big one for LGD, but can they find any more? They'll start to move across. Look to no one with a gush. Another curse thrown out by Solo onto both X-Nova and Chalice. They're trying to chase for more here, LGD.
They know there's no Bruce split. That's the one thing. They're playing around that long cooldown timing. Trying to
pressure on. Looks like he may be a little too deep for them to continue to dive.
Ramses, he actually clicked the shrine, but he didn't click his attribute shift. So he just gets caught by the stun and dies. If he gets the shift off, he might be all right just there.
Chalice taking quite a beat down here from VP.
He's got the constant dispels.
Roger was trying to still a bit of time to God Strength.
Yeah.
Can they still try and push VP out of the pit?
Still sitting around the area.
If they can time it right and get him with the stuns.
There's 15 seconds without Gotcha, but they have BKB on the spot.
Poking Chalice, he'll jump in to get the vision, stun out to Ramses. Now the primal split comes out from VP and now it becomes a lot harder for LGD to get close to the pit as Pasha will be able to hold the team away, get that space for Roshan to fall and Aegis to be claimed by Ramses.
They might look for a fight anyway though on LGD because they know that there's no split available. Chalice is committing forward. They're going to have Ravage, they're going to have God Strength and BKB on the Sven. They want somebody here.
They are committing far. You have to be a little wary of Roger having the Echo Slam available, but Somnus is ready to go in underneath the tower, stuns out from Ame, there's the God Strength, the shallow grave, keeping Roger alive. They'll try and get rid of the machine. Stands out, but he does nothing at all. The BKB's out from Ame. He'll turn over towards no one. The stun control from X-Nova isn't enough. No one finally heals. They've got the damage. LGD, they get both. As Chalice sees the perfect opportunity. He's not even done yet. Jumps in for another anchor smash. Keeps that pressure on VP as they're pushed back away from the tier 2 tower. And
with a full butterfly finished up on Somnus, they're jumping for Ramses.
They managed to break the link because they're in with the science. The global does come out and he did manage to shift before the silence came in. So Ramses has got enough HP to be able to waveform back out of there. Pasha is going to start to fight back with the primal split, surrounding X-Nova. Somnus with the flak will start to kill off the Brewlings very, very quickly. Pasha's got to be careful. Grabbing from Chalice onto the backline. They found Roger. Army's in with the damage. Roger steps on as Ramses. There'll be a buyback from Solo. They can do it. Sorry, it was Ramses as Roger. It was Ramses as the shaky of the beat. Now they get Roger. They got both of them. It's a triple buyback from VPs. They'll try and turn.
Oh my god.
But I got baited.
They're not really splitting up much versus this Morphling. So when I have seen, X-Nova though, they're jumping forward for him.
And try for the quick kill with the waveform, and they have to try the red more. Roger's going to buy him some safety as he jumps in with the Echo. Global popped as well as VP will try and chase for another. They've blocked off Chalice with the Fisher. He's very tanky. Tanky enough that they won't be.
He's feeling super confident. They have a 20k gold lead. VP starting to trickle their way out forward here. What can they find?
Ramses. He's going to try and look for the opening. They get the ball shot to the two, but Mason on the back! In with the goal strike, Silence is dead! They'll be able to save it, Pasha for a little bit with that shallow grip, but he's silenced, surrounded by Somnus. Pasha's dead, no one's taken out, Sentry's in position, so they'll kill him off through the Glimmer Cape as no one buys back. And Arte finds him hiding in the trees. Roger, as after game one's been this rough. A lot of the games in the group stage where VP did lose, it was very one-sided, very stumpy in this game for the 20 minutes onward. Ravage catches onto Solo and Ramses, he's trying to play his way out back into the Shaker, will be able to get the three-man Fisher and jump away. They're kiting up LGD for now. X-Nova steps forward, throws out a fire blast, the Greaves are popped. They're back onto the structures. Another tower taken. This push isn't going anywhere. LGD making themselves feel at home inside the base. There's the second round to Ramses. Burst down X-Nova. He's going to get the kill. A beautiful comeback story from the Ogre this game. From dying every team fight to taking out their carry. As the racks are down.
That's got it.
GG, well played. It's a win for LGD. It's a win for Ogre Magi. As VP, can they come back in game two? I don't know if they can. This has been less than ideal for them to open up on the main stage, but for PSG, LGD, and front.
But once he gets BKB, he's gonna reign supreme, right? Who's the only one he really has to worry about when he has BKB is just the Terrorblade.
Very fine, Torrent won't save him. VP, a good shot at chasing this down. As Roger, he has a TP, but FY's got that arrow if Roger tries to play his way out of this. I don't think there's any escape for the ET.
They're cutting him off as well. X-Nova cuts off the other route, so Roger really trying to just play around
the lane. There was the distractions there. Arme is left alone, so
and
Roger's kind of happy with that. He says, I mean, you're spending a lot of time looking for me, but your carries died. So if Roger dies, it doesn't. It's a good trade. VP's happy.
They look like they're gonna get him, yeah, but like you said, a very nice two best heroes for setting up in the game. Kunkka as well as that Shadow Demon. OD might be the other one that you can argue for, but Pasha, he's getting surrounded here.
On the high ground, he's going to try and roll his way out. They're bringing back into the arrow. Torrent perfectly executed.
I think versus a hero like Terrorblade, it's not worth it. Versus the other four, sure, but TB has such high natural armor.
I'll get the pull back onto Roger. Let's throw the ult out. It's going to clip onto Somnus. Pasha's still trying to fight with the supports as they'll roll it onto X-Nova. But a dagger on Solo. Jump in. It's an easy kill for Arme. These fights now.
He's going to get hit.
Good jukes for Solo, but still taking a lot of damage. FY. He tries to come in for the turn. The finger FY. LGD's lineup. It's sort of ahead and it moves at a similar pace.
Top, look at this wraparound. Solo is hiding.
Arme's pretty deep. They've got the disable. And they got the burst, they should have him here. And they do. VP, they're able to punish a greedy Arme. It's terrifying. VP, they've got to hold themselves in the base. As PSG, LGD, they're waiting right outside.
Ramses.
He's stepped forward. There's the setup. The creeps will block it, but the demonic purge is down. They'll try and get on top in the bottom. Challenge, he's in with the Ravage. Ramses is dead. Pasha's going to look to roll forward. The BKB pop from no one. They're hunting for the easier kills. Finger onto X-Nova, but X-Nova will live. He's out over the trees. X-Mark's there. The arrow will whiff. They drag back Solo. Chalice, gosh. Dagger again. They're cleaning up these fights. It's a buff for everything. Mid lane. They get the roll in. Finger out. They should get this kill. You get one. Question is, how much are they going to lose in return? Will we just Solo?
Now as the Vlad's at least finished up, but
Ramses.
He's fairly squishy, Ramses.
He's going to get arrowed here. As he stands. They're doing everything. He doesn't have a back. No one's trying to fight back here.
the game.
And he can't buy back. He just stood there and took FY's arrow to the face. For that. He spent the whole game farming and he gets hit by one arrow and all that fight was for nothing.
And they're just going to keep diving forward here. Pasha, X'd up. He's arrowed and he's brought down. And that just might be it. No, and he's going to try to commit forward.
But he does no damage.
And there comes
no damage. His first series of the TI9 main event, with all guns blazing. Solo would jump in. They'll pop the Ghost Scepter. Pasha trying to offer some sort of damage out. They're brought back on no one.
They're on Somnus.
Sol's down, and with the Spitter, they do kill off the Kunkka. They get one. They need so much more from this, though, VP. They'll find Chalice as well. They will manage to hold on. VP, though.
They're going to get this.
They are into the Roche. And they will find it.
The arrow will connect onto Ramses.
And it's another arrow, Ramses. They can't follow it up this time. And then Solo jump in. He gets the stun off onto two of them. Cooldown's down. No one moves forward. Yes, LGD will back
Solo.
up. Now Solo getting brought down low by the poison. Passion in with a jump. They managed to cut down Nike's Nova. Shadow Demon's dead. Buyback straight away. Roger on the backlines with focus. Replay for what? Get back to the game. Get him out of there. FY, he's been collapsed upon. Ramses, 2 kills, double kill. There's no buyback on FY.
Double gems if it's one of those like low physical armor heroes. Once it's the higher physicals, it's going to be a lot more reduced, but we'll see some big numbers.
Full Bloodthorn on Somnus, so we're going to see even more big numbers.
Yeah.
Crits upon crits, Solo. He's going to look for the jump in. Pasha's there. Actually hits the cliff, so won't be able to find the X-Nova straight away, and it gives X-Nova the time to put the disruption. The rest of LGD is moving in. Ramses in with a BKB. They'll kill off X-Nova. Can they get more, though?
They're trying to disengage. He popped BKB in meta.
BKB, double damage. He'll look for the quick kill. Solo down now for the next shot. No one. Back with the high ground. He's still a little scared. As the BKB will wear off, Arme not ready to fully commit. But FY finds no one inside the jungle. Ramses and Pasha, the last two left alive as Ramses is surrounded. They'll jump forward, take him out indeed. It's cool. It's over for the VP in this upper bracket. As PSG LGD take game 2, they take the whole series, and again, it didn't look close. This was LGD on another level. VP did not seem prepared.
No, PSG LGD in this series, I mean, they just seem to have their number. This Tidehunter just proving to be such a problem for VP.